It seems I might have blown the fuse in this meter today. I was basically measuring amperage straight through on the car with a little problem it had and trying to figure out which circuit was causing the problem. Then after I decided to measure voltage, left the lead on the 20 amp. As far as I know, the rest of the meters I have, the other meter I commonly use only have two leads and it only measures AC amperage, so I can't use it for that application. But because it only has two, I keep forgetting to remove this from here and bring it back on this side. And yes, I believe I blew the fuse. So last time I blew a fuse was on a fluke. That probably cost somewhere around US $20 for that fuse. So hopefully this is a much cheaper fuse, or I can steal it from that fluke because that fluke is dead. Fluke has some issues. So yeah, as a direct result of this, I have to open this meter up. So I guess it's an opportunity to see what's inside. This is a little bit more complicated than I expected. Several, I would assume op amps, can't tell for sure. 4 megahertz crystal, as I said, I would assume op amps. A couple, where did I see those? Oh yeah, tune in. That's the screw. That's the tune in. Variable resistor for tune in. Another variable resistor here. So I assume the fuse is somewhere in here. Let me get to that and see what I can find. I suspected because it had a milliamp and then a microamp and 20 amps. That would be two different fuses, and it is in fact two different fuses. I suspected that. You couldn't really use one fuse for that. So yes, this is the fuse that is definitely blown. Let me see if the other one fits in there. If I botch it in or I find a way to fit it in. It's probably a 10 amp fuse though, so yeah, that means the meter is probably not going to be a 10 amp meter until I find an appropriate replacement. Well, this is the fluke. I remember it having a proprietary chips. I did remember the fuse was a bit big, I didn't realize it's that much bigger. That is a significantly larger fuse than this one. Trying to botch that in. Yes, I could stuff it in, but I'm going to ruin that whole house in here doing that. It will fuse holder, so maybe I don't, maybe I do and I just solder it in. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm probably going to leave that one. That's an 11 amp fuse anyway. Yeah, this is the one that costs about 20. This is some fast blow special thing. Fluke is supposed to be a good brand. While I'm at it and I'm already open this, let me complain about it. This is the shit that they did. This is what I had to do, right? This is a resin, fiberglass resin put in there because the tabs broke out, and this is not the only one. Here broke out too. This is not the only one that broke out. I have another fluke meter. This one was barely used about probably 20-30 times. Granted, it was 10-11 years old, but the plastic degrades. I have another clamp on meter, and the entire thing perfectly fine. The electronics is great, but the mechanism, the front dial, is held by the back screws into position onto the board, and well, the plastic degrades. When you turn it, all the basic posts just break. These posts and the other one weren't even built with webs, right? At least this one I think had webs, but the other one didn't have any webs. Look at this, broken. It just degrades over time, and that is a deliberate thing. Plastic doesn't degrade, so they deliberately made these meters quite strong when they start, but over time they will crack and they will fail. And this was actually meters out of Miami, so it's US made, not made for a third world market, not a substandard thing. This was bought by a US company and shipped. So yeah, no good at all. Just to demonstrate, I am definitely wrong. I should not have had this in the amps and go into volts, right, as this is. But if you look at these two meters, this is a much more expensive meter. This is my microammeter. This one claims microamps. I don't really believe them, but yes. Anyway, so same exact arrangement if you look at it, right? Let's have a look at this one. What if I go to volts? See? Error. Does not allow me to go ahead and connect that because I have this in amps. I should not be measuring volts. Come on, Extech. I think this is a Fleur company. How hard is it to do something like that? You have beepers in there. You could have done that. It is my fault, but really in this day and age, I mean, you could have done that. I have to give credit to Amprobe for having at least a nice feature there, because it is easy to forget.